going to lead us in a prayer, Andy?
Dear Lord, as we gather together as Lions, we offer our prayers to you to help our community in these trying times. Lord, help us in our efforts to aid the blind, deaf, and needy in our community. And we thank you, Lord, and pray for our health during this pandemic. Amen.
All right, Rhonda, would you like to speak to the, well, I still don't think we have Miss Laura on here yet. Would you have anything, did you prepare anything, or did you want to speak to the scholarship winners or kind of go through the process real quick?
I can, but you might have to help me out. Congratulations, all of you guys. I think I spoke personally to everybody except Scott, and I apologize, Scott. Yeah, in order to get this, and we were very fortunate that we could raise it to $1,000 per recipient this year. And, you know, I hope that helps. But the process is that we give a scholarship to every public high school in Ascension Parish. And there is the stipulation that you attend Louisiana College. And we have a point system. It's we look at ACT, your GPA, your community service. Those three things are weighted equally at 30 points each. And then school activities fall in at 10 points. So, and we emphasize the community service because that's what Lions are all about. And we would like for you to come back and be a Lion with us. So that's kind of how we go through the process. And it's been a little different this year, but hopefully we'll still have a banquet where we can present you your checks. What I leave out? Is that it?
You did great, Rhonda. I don't know if I'd have done that well with all the distractions of the beach. That was great. Does anybody have any questions about the process? We have 4 exceptional winners. I just called Miss Donaldsonville while Rhonda was speaking, and she said she was going to hop on. So she did right this evening. So hopefully she'll be right on. So Joseph, we'll let you introduce yourself first, where you go to school, what your plans are, and congratulations, by the way, you're $1,000 richer.
Thank you. So my name is Joseph. I plan on attending at LSUA, Louisiana State University of Alexandria. I'm going to study mass communications over there. My goal is to become a spokesperson for some company. I'm not sure what type of company yet, to just help make a change in the world.
And your high school, Joseph?
Yes, ma'am. I go to East Ascension.
I just want to make sure everybody knew.
All right. Congratulations, Joseph. Good job.
Hey, congratulations.
So proud of you.
He was so excited when he got the call. It was sweet.
Shoot, yeah. I would be too, babe. And Laura's not made it yet. So we will go to Cohen. There you are, Cohen, with the fancy dancy background.
Hello, everybody. I'm Cohen Pomeroy. I'll be attending University of Louisiana Lafayette. I'll be playing football over there. I plan to major in mechanical engineering and use that degree to go into a weather field of some sort to help forecast weather for all the people.
Oh, cool. That sounds great. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yay.
Thank you.
Scott Brown from Santa Monica.
Hey, Scott.
Wait, Scott, I think you were muted, baby. Start over.
My name is Scott. I go to Santa High, and I plan to attend LSU for computer engineering and electrical engineering. And I just submitted my audition for Tiger Man. So you do that too.
Tiger Band. Oh, that's fun.
Oh.
Congratulations, Scott. I'm so happy for you. And I'm sorry, I was reading Laura from Donaldsonville. I'm unable to join through Safari, but I should join in a second through the Zoom app. Good. Okay, she's fixing to join us. And so you have a special guest here for you tonight, Scott. Beth, would you introduce yourself to everybody? Most everybody knows who you are. Tell us, everybody, how proud you are of you, Scott.
Hey, everybody. I'm Beth Tomplay. I'm the principal at Santa Maria High School. And yes, we are very, very proud of Scott. He clearly demonstrates success through actions, which is our motto. And we're so proud of him. And he's a member of our Gator Band. As he mentioned, he's going out for Tiger Band. And, he makes excellent grades. And he's just a well-rounded kid who is, we are wonderfully proud of. And we are just excited to see what he is going to go out there and do. So congratulations to you, Scott, and thanks to the Lions for inviting me and for honoring him and his work.
Thank you, Beth. That was nice. Thank you. John, the young lady from Donaldsonville is asking what the meeting password is. Could you text it to me so I can copy it and send it to her, please?
Yes, no problem. 1 second.
Thank you. So do any of the parents want to say anything? Allie Brown, you want to say anything? Lost for words, my friend.
I wasn't planning on it. Mike Brown's here as well if you want to call him out too. But
yeah.
I guess just as a parent, thank you for the opportunity, and it's been wonderful to to be able to work with the Lions Club, for all these years. Scott didn't mention that he's an Eagle Scout as well and has worked at the Pancake Breakfast for a few years also. So I guess just as parents, we just want to say thank you because it's going to help for all of his future endeavors, and it's very much appreciated.
He sure did work our Pancake Breakfast.
Yeah.
He cleaned a lot of tables. Where's Mike?
There's Mike.
Hey.
Hi, Mike.
Hey, parents, do y'all want to say anything? Your parents?
Yeah, we're just getting off from mute. Want to say thanks to the Lions Club for sure. And we got Berkeley, our daughter, on as well here to support. She's a LSU graduate, so we're happy about that. And also understand the college expenses. So sending Cohen off to Lafayette, this Lions Club $1,000 will definitely help him, and hopefully he learns to spend it wisely. That's what we. But very proud of him, and also very thankful to the Lions Club for giving this opportunity for sure.
That's awesome. Thank y'all so much for being here. And we have Laura now. Hey, Laura.
Hello.
Donaldsonville. Laura, would you tell us a little bit about yourself, sweetie, and where you're going to school?
Well, I am still undecided between Southern University and Louisiana Tech because both have great engineering programs. But I'm pretty sure I'll have my decision made by the time, graduation comes along.
Good.
That's a big decision, sweetie. Congratulations on your $1,000. We're so proud.
Thank you, and thank you all so much.
Very welcome. David, you have been, I've been waiting for Laura to get on. I've been kind of waiting for you for last, David. Superintendent Alexander, because you have been grinning from ear to ear with every parent speaking and every senior speaking. Tell us what you're thinking, because you have been just grinning.
Well, first of all, I want to congratulate all these students. I mean, it's great to be starting to see some of your hard work be affirmed. And to have it affirmed with a recognition is great, but put a little money behind it's even better. I know your parents are happy about that. I've had an opportunity to actually meet some of these through some Zoom meetings we've had here recently. Laura, I want to tell you, Louisiana Tech is an outstanding university. So if I can plug anything there, no, they're really all of y'all's path is going to be great. We look forward to hearing everything you're going to do in the future. I know you had a great high school career. It's going to always be great memories for you, and it's always going to be something that you'll treasure. But I promise you, it's not the best time of your life. The best time of your life is still ahead of you. Stay at home and make good decisions with that money you've got. And Pam, thank y'all for supporting kids like this. I mean, really, the heart that you guys have to do this, and it's really generous, the amount. We really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, David. We've been very, very blessed this year. A lot of your schools, our schools, have stepped up and done dress down days, and it's given that extra little cushion of money. And we knew the best way was exactly what Lionism is you give it back to your community, directly back to the people that are going to make an impact in your community and help change it, make it better for the future. So congratulations to all of you. We're very proud of you. Loretta Moody, Lion Loretta, I know we didn't have this planned, but would you please really quickly share how you got through college? And guys, don't compare us to this, because back in the day they had bingo. So they were able to do this back in the day. This club's been around since 1942, I want to say. Roxanne may correct me. This club is a very old club. It's one of the older ones in the country, actually. Lionism is about 102 years old, and this club's close to 75 or 76 years old. So it's been it's a great club. Loretta, can we go back to full screen, John, to see everybody?
Okay, so you ready for me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, long ago when I went to college, and it wasn't 1942, okay? But when I went to college, I went to Nichols State. When about a week before my high school graduation, my parents sat me down and had a very serious talk with me that there just was no way. I was not going to be in college. I was going to have to figure something out. No senior trip, had to start a job right away. I mean, don't feel sorry for me. This is just how it was. And I spent, I guess, my junior and senior year pretty much every other day in the counselor's office just asking, what can I fill out? What can I write? What can I do? Because I've got to get to college. And actually back then they did have bingo, and there was a full paid scholarship from the Lions Club. And the night, I still get goosebumps thinking about it, the night of graduation after, because then we didn't have awards night separated. Went through the line and they told me get back in line, and everybody else was sitting down, and I was kind of puzzled, like why in the world was I back in line? Long story short, I got a full paid scholarship from the Lions Club. Fully used that. I mean, my world changed in that one Friday evening. That is why I am where I am today. That is why I'm sure I would have made it to college at some point anyway, but that was my head start. And the big joke later was they had to stop doing full paid scholarship because I was the one that broke them. Because not everybody used it the whole 4 years, but Loretta Moody took that 4 years. And then later, decided to go on to Southeastern and that kind of thing. But look, anything you set your mind to, you can do. So you take this and you run with it, guys. I'm so proud of you. Congratulations. And this is my way. I'm now in the Lions Club. I feel indebted that it is time for me to serve, because this is what began everything for me.
You muted, Pam.
Hey, did you talk about the banquet date? Is somebody else going to take that over?
It's June 16th. They got it in their letter, Rhonda. June 16th. So guys, Loretta said it well, she's now a Lion giving back. So maybe one day when you're, there, you can be a Lion in college, and you can join us virtually if you're interested in joining. It's a tiny fee. It's really nothing. You're more than welcome to join us, but we'd always like to have you to come back and join our club. So, Laura, I think it's your dad that joined by phone and said, if you look in the text, in the chat box, we're extremely proud of her and her accomplishments. DHS is blessed to have stakeholders such as the Lions who invest in our students. So I wanted to be sure and read your dad, because he joined from his phone.
No, that's our principal, Miss Hughes. That's Marvin.
That is her principal, Marvin. Well, I didn't know. Gosh dang, Marvin. I'm sorry. Her principal. You probably feel proud like a dad, though, huh?
Yes.
Well, okay, Marvin, now you can speak. I didn't know you could speak. I thought you were just telling me to read it for you. Talk.
I can't
Yes,
see
ma'am. Hello?
Go ahead, Marvin.
Yes, ma'am. I had a bad connection earlier. We are extremely proud of Laura. She's our student of the year. And I don't know if you are aware, but Laura actually migrated to the United States at the age of 5. So she's definitely a testament to the American dream. She's worked extremely hard. And we'd like to thank the Lions Club for investing in her future. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank y'all so much.
Hey.
I'm so happy you're here, can I tell you? All right, before let me see if I can fix this. John said his computer. I don't know about you, Superintendent Alexander, but all this new technology, these kids are probably laughing at us because we're struggling a little bit with who's who and what everybody is and talking over each other. They're like, God, these old people.
Pam, all these school administrators, we would love to see you at the banquet.
Oh, that would be great. Absolutely.
Great.
That would be great. That would be great. So I'm going to go share my screen. Here are our minutes for today. I'd like to show this is 2.5 minutes long, a video clip that Lion Roxanne found. And it's about, it's talking about a lion, but it's also talking about staying motivated. And we just wanted to share it with y'all before we send you on your way. After we show this, we'll take a group photo, and then you guys are welcome to be dismissed and we'll have our meeting, or you're welcome to stay. But I'm gonna go ahead and start this for y'all. Before I stop sharing, hold on, let me fix this really fast. When I share, I have to click this button and this button to get sound, and I know that. All right, here we go. Can y'all see it?
Better.
So that's our message to you guys. You know, we definitely want you to have the heart of a lion, as in the Lions Club. And you don't have to, you guys are great at a lot of things, but you don't have to be the best at everything to go far in life and to have a great, successful life and come back and serve with us one day. So I would like to get a group picture and to remind you to send pictures into Miss Roxanne. I think she has one already, or maybe two. So that's Miss Roxanne up there on my screen. She's the top center. That's just been sending you emails and stuff. So let's get a group picture, and then anybody that wants to stay for our meeting, you're more than welcome. Do any of the other Lions want to say anything? Andy, you're the longest serving Lion in the club that's on the call today. Did you want to say anything about the scholarships to the students? You're muted, Andy. Oh, no, you're not. You're good.
Those kids, just to think about what you got in front of you and just to use it to help further yourself and to help with your education. And it's first year is the most important year. You got to get started out right.
Absolutely. All right, guys, we are going to smile. Let me get the camera straight, because earlier today I took one of somebody retired and I almost cut off the retiree, and that's not a good thing. So I'm gonna take like 3. Ready, smile. 1, 2, 3. Okay, make sure I didn't forget anybody. Go. All right, we're good. So if you want to stay, we're fixing to go over our finance report, our old business, new business, and then we shall be done. What's coming up in Lionism this year? But you're welcome to leave. Feel no pressure at all to stay. So
Thanks again.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Wait, Cohen, let me get a picture of you,
Bye.
Cohen.
Thank y'all.
Hold on, Cohen. Don't
All
go.
right.
Thank you.
Shoot, my camera. 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're
I think that's a
welcome.
future lion.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah,
ma'am.
for sure.
Yes, ma'am. Thank y'all so much.
You're welcome.
And you parents are welcome to join us too.
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Allie Brown, come be a lion with us.
Okay, I'm bringing Mike as well.
You bet. We do that. We
There we
drag the
go.
hubbies along. But
Yes.
Mike, you notice not many hubbies get in front of the camera. John and Andy are like, they're diehards. But my husband's outside watching sports. Don't tell him where Paul is. He's not with Ron at the beach. I know that. So, and Crystal's man, he's not on here. And Maria's man, he's not on here. And we're trying to get Jeffrey to join, huh, Roxanne?
Well, that is not going to happen.
I know. He's so busy in all of his other stuff. I know.
His plate's full.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Well, thanks for everything, guys.
You're very welcome. Bye, y'all. Thank you. All right, guys. I can't see y'all, which kind of drives me nuts. Let me see if I can show.
I can't.
Because you're sharing your screen, Pam.
Yeah. Does this block y'all, my ribbon? Can y'all see y'all's faces on my screen?
It's just
Yeah.
it won't be pinched to make it larger.
I put y'all down here.
And drag it across the top, like all the way across the top, and it should show everybody in smaller boxes.
Sorry, vertical. There we go. That's better. I don't want to see myself. Let me move that screen. I don't see me. See y'all. All right, guys. We pretty much, most of y'all, a lot of y'all were on the other meeting. So it's just a kind of a repeat. Loretta's going to go over the finances really quick. Our treasurer, Loretta. Go ahead, Ms. Loretta.
Okay, treasurer in training. So please forgive. It's already bad enough
Treasurer
to take a picture
training.
like this. Okay, so we do have here that our account balances right now in the operating account, we have $2,697.97, and in public funds, $34,412.19. There were some checks that were mailed out last meeting. The Lions Camp, a $2,000 check. Leader Dog, $250. The Louisiana Eye Foundation, $2,000. Scholarships, of course, $4,000.
Sorry, Loretta, those haven't actually been mailed out. We haven't done that. Let me delete.
Okay, that's good.
They mail those. They get those on the 16th. My bad.
Yeah, that's okay. You know now that that's coming.
Right.
Brick for Lion, Barney Hutchinson at the Lions Camp for $100. And thank you for the outgoing. Ooh. Thank you for the outgoing district governor, $100. And there's still $4,000 in scholarships to be awarded at the banquet. And that is that June 16th date. If any Lion has pancake breakfast money, let us know and we can pick it up, or we can give you the information to go deposit it at First American Bank and Trust. And then now, Lion Christie, you are to report on the donation delivery, please.
Yes, ma'am. I contacted representatives from Holy Rosary Church in Santa Maria, First United Methodist in Gonzales, St. Teresa in Gonzales, and Fellowship Church in Prairieville, and made arrangements to deliver their $500 for their food pantries and food banks. I can say that they were very happy to receive it because, as you can imagine, a lot of the food banks are very low right now. Diaper banks, formula banks, everything. They're really low, and they appreciated the cash so that they can spend it to buy exactly what they need. They said, which changes could we? So they were all very appreciative and said thank you to the Lions. And I did receive a thank you card from First United Methodist Church. I think I sent Pam and Roxanne pictures of the card.
Awesome. Anybody have any questions about that? About for Christy, about the if you saw Facebook, you would have seen oh, there it is right there.
There it is.
Love that picture. It's the
Yeah.
best.
I love that.
All of them.
Photo credit, except for that one. Photo credit goes to my daughter-in-law.
She's good.
Yes, she is. She did all three of these others. I love that light stream. That picture is just beautiful.
Actually, she didn't do that one either. She did the two good ones.
They're all good.
Did
All
that
right.
one and the Holy Rosary one.
Yeah, I love it. All righty. Thanks, John, for being able to pull that up so quickly. Yeah, great pictures. So next, I don't think I have to get out of this screen right here. I'm gonna stop. Roxanne's gonna do the minutes from the last meeting.
Okay, last meeting was April 14th. We had our first Zoom meeting. It was called to order by Pam. The pledge was led by Lion Rodney and his family, and the prayer was led by Joey. Finance report was given by John. We had $2,682.16 in our operating budget and $40,798.19 in our public budget. Checks to the Lions Camp, Leader Dog, Louisiana Eye Foundation, Brick Donation, and thank you to our outgoing district governor are going to be to adjust these figures. Last week's minutes were read and approved. In some old business, Rhonda reported that we currently have 157 pounds of plastic. She's still collecting at her house, or plastics can be dropped off at Winn-Dixie and Prairieville. We are in an honor system, so they will weigh it, and we need to report this amount to Rhonda.
I'm going to make a correction there. Or you want me to wait and do it later?
I guess you can do it now.
Okay, they do not weigh it. We have to weigh it ourselves. And what I do is just take my scale, weigh myself, and then pick up the bag and, subtract the difference. And we do have an additional 130 pounds or more since then. And I have about 150 that I haven't turned in. So keep it coming.
Thank you, Rhonda.
Actually, we need to stop turning it in at 500. And if we want to continue this after this deadline, we can start over, and that would give another bench. But we can only get one bench every 6 months with 500 pounds.
Where are we at now, Rhonda?
What? We are probably, I don't have my exact numbers with me. I think we are we're close to 300. Close.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, and whenever they do go drop it off, they need to let you know so you can add it to your total, right? Because women.
Right. All you have to do, if you go do it yourself, I go in and ask the manager, and he comes out, he unloads it from my car and takes care of it. So it's really a simple thing. It's just the fact that we have to weigh it, and I need those figures because at the end of this month, I need to report. I haven't reported yet. It's supposed to at the end of every month, but it doesn't really matter. So.
Okay. Well, when we get to report at the end of this month, they'll put it in the monthly newsletter. So that'll be good.
Okay.
They keep putting all the Baton Rouge clubs that are joined together to get one. And they never put us, but that's because you're still joining. I mean, we're still getting it, but we're getting it. Good.
We're standalone again.
Rhonda for handling that, and Roxanne. All right, Roxanne.
Okay, thanks, Rhonda, for clarifying. I'll make those corrections and add it to the minutes. Our scholarships, last month, we only had 3 that had been received. Arthur suggested that we award 4 scholarships, 1 to any qualified applicant if one of the schools did not have any applicants. Rhonda made a motion to award the money to the 4 applicants unless more applications come in before the deadline. Regardless of schools, Jeremy said it's too confusing. We should stick to the 1 award per school. John motioned that we defer until tomorrow and allow the committee to make a final decision. This was seconded by Arthur and approved. Officers will remain the same with the exception of treasurer and tail twister. Loretta Moody will step in as treasurer and Christy Bourgeois as tail twister. In new business, it was suggested that we combine our June meeting and banquet with membership crawfish boil, and this was also deferred until May. John will report the new officers to the Louisiana Secretary of State and pay the $25 fee. Pam motioned to contribute $100 to outgoing District Governor Raytard. Rodney motioned and seconded by Rhonda, and it was approved. Christy will find out what the food pantry and Holy Rosary need, and then we can go out and purchase these things they need. Rhonda suggested we donate to Monroe Lions Club for the tornado victims. A tentative date for the e-reading club at Magnolia Crossing was set for July 30th. We will apply for the Excellence Award this year. The deadline is August 31st. We voted on a brick for Barney Hutchison. It was decided that we donate $100 for the brick in addition to the $2,000 for camp. This was motioned by Joey and seconded by John and approved. Rodney will get with Joe to see how best to word his brick. It will have his name, years of service, Gonzales Lions Club, and Barney was a member for 54 years. He started in 1966. The meeting was adjourned at 7:05.
Thank you so much. Anybody want a motion that we accept the minutes as read?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second. Second.
She's really taking names. Christy, really, she told us she's still Twister and she is taking. And look.
Want my $2.
Michelle, are you able to just like on your phone? Can you talk, Michelle?
Yes, ma'am. I'm here.
Okay. So I'm gonna introduce you real quick. It's not on the agenda this way, but you've been on a long time without me introducing you. Michelle Williams taught at Duplessis, and now she is at Apple. And I believe Lion Leslie, who had to get off, but isn't that who I told you about Lion? Well, I know you heard about it from me, but Leslie's been talking to you about possibly joining, right, Michelle?
Yes, she has.
I don't have a picture of Michelle.
I don't know if she can undo her. I don't know. Can you show your face, Michelle?
I don't know if y'all want to see my face, though.
You've been working at the school probably. It's okay.
Yeah. This is beach hair, duck hair.
Been outside all day picking up Chromebooks and passing out stuff.
There's Michelle. And so Michelle was like, okay, what's this line all about? I said, well, come join us.
Hey, Miss Matthews.
And Lion Leslie was on there a little while ago. She had up. But you're not even through talking yet, Michelle. What you think so far?
I actually like it. I like the service attribute of it.
Well, we told you that's why you would like it, because you have a heart like that. Michelle is got the biggest heart with kids, y'all. She will work with a child and work with a child. Like, I mean, most teachers do. I shouldn't know. All teachers should have a big heart, I hope. But Michelle's one of those special teachers. You know what I'm talking about. The ones that it's never okay not to do it. You know, and she doesn't take no for an answer. She pushes them beyond what they think is their limits, but she knows they can do more. She's that kind of teacher. And she really is like what we are. I hope it's something that works out for you, Michelle. Just keep listening. And if you have any questions, the chat room's open, or you can just jump in as well.
Okay, thank you.
All righty. So I know the meeting was scheduled from 6 to 7, but I think we'll be through in about 7 minutes. So we'll probably finish a little bit early. I know it's a little bit longer meeting because of the scholarships. We don't usually go quite this long, Michelle, just so you know. The scholarships kind of, put that first 30 minutes. All right, thank you, Ms. Roxanne. You want to do the Lion presentation?
The My Lion app?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, okay. All right, so I'll be sharing my screen with you guys. And if you have questions or comments during the presentation, use the chat room. It shouldn't be very, very long, maybe 3 to 5 minutes. But anyway, I can address the questions or comments that you have at a later time or later on during the meeting. So tonight, I am going to introduce you to the My Lion app. And by the end of the meeting, I hope you are a little more familiar with its workings, and we'll be ready to create your own account. You can post, follow up, participate in club activities and events, not only with our club, but with other clubs as well. So we're not going to go through the creating the account part of it. but that's pretty straightforward. I think you can make your way through that. I did send an email with everybody's member ID number. So if you want to make an account to use the MyLion app, you'll need that number. So if you can't find the list, just text me, I'll send it to you. But I did put a list of everybody's member numbers in that last email that I sent. So let me share my screen with you. And I'll show you what the MyLion app is about. So here's how I sign into the MyLion app on the computer. Now the mobile device, on your mobile device, it looks a little different, but you know, you create an account and you log in the same way. So what is this MyLion app? It's an online app where you can connect instantly to your club and other clubs around the world. You can post and share activities and photos of your club events. You can invite Lions from your club or other clubs to participate and follow the activities, either past or present. So when you log in, your home screen is going to look something like this. So this is just kind of our metrics right here where we are to point. And so we've served 4,157 people with 9 service activities that we've completed and reported. And we've donated over $2,000. So that's my home screen. If you look up here, there's a bar where it has some tabs. You can look at past activities. So I'm looking at our club activities. This is one that we did not report yet because it still needs to be edited. But as I scroll down, you can see these are all events and activities that we have already participated in. Our food drive, the pancake breakfast. We had a food collection back in October. I think this is our Lions Giving activity. But you can see these are some of the activities that we've already participated in. If I click on this one right here, this unreported one, you can see as when you log in an activity, you can put all this information in, you can edit the activity. Over here, you can see John and Stephen. I don't even know who this person is, but he's watching us. He says he's a member, but I don't know who he is.
Well, I think anybody around, he's watching us. He might be, who knows? I don't know.
What's his last name?
Rowanch.
I've heard that name.
Maybe he wants to join. Maybe he wants to be a member.
Maybe.
Yeah, he's Rowan.
But if he's looking at this, he kind of has to have he already is a member somewhere, right,
Yeah,
Rhonda?
right.
I mean, Roxanne, or he couldn't be in.
Right.
So if I go back to this tab at the top, this is where you would go to log in an activity. So you can log in a service activity, a fundraiser, a meeting, any type of activity. And then on this last one, this is kind of a home screen, I'm going to call it. Here we have our upcoming activities, or we could look at, and I put in our monthly meeting here. So if you look at this one, I just went in and put in our meeting today. I can go in and edit it if I want to, copy the activity. On here, there's a place where you can go in and say you are going to attend the activity. Like I'm already in it, but if one of you went in and saw this, you could click on it and actually say, yes, I'm going to go, or no, I'm not, or whatever. Even a maybe. Yeah, you have attending, maybe, invited, or not going. So you can respond to the activities that way also. These are just other Lion apps, which you can kind of explore on your own. But this last, let me see if I can get this out the way. This last little thing right here, I thought was pretty cool. This metrics tab, it shows you our activity, like what it breaks down into how many people we served, how many activities, how much money we donated. But it also breaks it down here into all the different categories. So you can see what the pancake breakfast did, the food drive, the club site screenings, where our monies are going. So I thought this metrics was kind of cool to give you a bird's eye view of what we're doing for the year. So
And
it's listed kind of for the year.
that's the sort of things that we look at for that excellence award. Is that what they look at? Or is that
Some
something
of
different?
it is, yeah, some of it is.
Okay, I was curious. Right.
Yeah. So anyway, in a nutshell, that's kind of what the My Lion app is. It's a place where we can go in and put the activities, past, present, or future activities, share them with each other, share them with other clubs, keep track of what we're doing, how we're spending our money. And, you know, it's just another great little social media type thing to help us keep updated and abreast of what's going on. So
Roxanne,
I encourage you to use your member ID to go in, create an account, and start exploring the My Lion app. And just get in there and see what you may find, some things that it can do, or it shows you that, you know, I haven't even discovered yet.
And from what I understand, this is where the district gets their report outs, the states, right? Even the international LCIF, even they take all the clubs. This is worldwide, y'all. This was rolled out about 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah, just about.
Because they've changed it twice, I know.
And if you look here, Pam, here's our Gonzales.
Oh yeah,
tab,
show that.
But here's District 8N. That's our district, and then you have multiple District 8 and the U.S. and affiliates. So you can see how it grows as we go. And this last one is international.
Oh, I didn't even know that was there. That's cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you can see, you know, like I said, not only our little club here in Gonzales, but all the way to international.
Andy, that's pretty cool, huh?
That's a lot of information.
It is. It's so, Roxanne, you did great. That's so good. Anybody have any questions?
Nope.
As you were going through that, Roxanne, this is just me. I could tell you this later, but I'm just thinking about it right now. We also did a belt drive, and I think over the 2 that we did this year, we've gotten like 25 to 30 belts, which would be 30 kids be getting a belt for schools. Some people at Leblon brought me some belts. And then at the pancake breakfast, we picked up belts like that go around your waist for uniforms for kids. So we did 2 belt drives.
Well, and the beauty of the app is you don't have to wait for somebody else to go and log it in. You know, if you are kind of in charge of an activity, or you know an activity that we did, you can go in and log it in. You don't have to report it. Let everybody take a look if they need to add information to it or edit it or whatever. So anybody can add activities to, not one person has to be responsible for it all.
Thank you,
so that
Roxanne.
makes it nice too.
Yeah.
Yes. I think she's telling her president to learn how to log some crap in. I'm just like, yeah, tell me, Pam, get there. No, I'm just,
well, with that being said, Loretta, Jeremy, John, and I think Rhonda are all already have accounts. So kudos to y'all.
Yes, and I'm sitting here trying to put a profile pic while you're talking, and I don't know what, y'all don't look at my picture yet. It came out like this one piece of me. I'm trying to fix it.
That was the one thing that I did have a lot of trouble with, putting pictures on there.
It's crazy.
It's kind of persnickety about pictures. So,
well, they do ask for feedback because it's a new it's a new platform and it's worldwide. So they do ask for feedback. So, Roxanne, we appreciate it.
You're welcome.
That's your app, y'all. That's a Lions app, because I have one that I but it didn't look like this. I mean, I haven't been on it in a minute, but is there a second one that's maybe not?
No, it's new.
Club, or is this just the one?
The My Lion app on your phone looks different. When you log into the My Lion on your phone, it just looks different. So just know that going in, you have the same login and password and all that. It just looks different.
Gotcha.
And Roxanne, didn't they change the format like about a year? They rolled it out one way and then immediately changed it.
Well, they still have the old website, the international website, where I go in and put like club statistics and stuff, the member information and all that. And you can get to that from the My Lion page, but the My Lion app is strictly for reporting activities and events. So it's not as comprehensive as the other parts of their web programs, I guess you might say. So this is what, I don't know if you can see this. This is what the app on the phone kind of looks like. When I pull it up, that's what it looks like. So it just looks different, but it's still a listing of activities and events for your club.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you, Roxanne. That was so interesting.
All righty.
Appreciate you. Okay, Rhonda already talked about old business. Miss Crystal, Lion Crystal, talk about the scholarship. You put my notes up, or you got it?
We were just talking, right? I was just going to talk about how we were going to, I was going to come up with a media release.
Yes.
So that we can provide it to Jackie Tisdale with the school system to send out when she sends out all of the other exciting notices with accomplishments for Ascension Parish students. And also, of course, provide it to some of the local media and on our Facebook page to be able to recognize the kids for their accomplishment and increase our presence in the community. I think some people still don't know there's a Lions Club here. So I think in general, just new media efforts to help, not that we're seeking, recognition for our work, but we want to let people know that we're here so that we can get more members to do bigger and better things.
Exactly.
Right.
And what about the checks being presented there, Mrs. Crystal?
And then at the dinner, right? At the banquet.
Yes,
Right.
ma'am. You're gonna bring the big check that night too, right? And we'll take care
I
of
have that at my house. I'll bring that.
Okay.
And we're waiting for a couple of the pictures. We do have the one picture from the student with his little poster saying "Thank you, Lions Club," and we're gonna. I'll reach out to the other two. Roxanne, did you initially ask them for those pictures, or was that someone else?
Yes, when I sent the big email to them, it explained about the banquet, about the meeting tonight, and about
the picture,
sharing a picture. So yeah, I sent all that out to them. I can send a reminder.
Yeah, just for those other two, before I would give the information to Jackie to post or to send out, district wide, I would like to have the other two pictures. So either I can follow up with them, or if you've already got some dialogue going, and you want to remind them, that would be great.
Okay, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll share the email that I sent to them with you, and then you can ask those two for pictures again.
Perfect.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you, Crystal. And guys, when it comes to Facebook, we have 518 people following Gonzales Lions. So anytime you can like or share or invite friends, we're going to have a Strive for 5 challenge. If you can invite 5 of your friends that you think might be interested in liking the Facebook page, that'd be great. Because if everybody on this 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, if all of us did, we'd have 50 more people by the end of the night if they accepted, of course. So please think about that. John's going to speak really quick. I did not mean to say really quick. John's going to speak about reporting the officers.
Going back to the Facebook thing,
yeah.
How the Facebook algorithm works, the more times it's shared, the more it pops up on people's screens and the more it gets seen. So if you share it and someone else shares it, it'll become more popular and it'll pop up to the very top of everything.
Well, I have been seeing a lot of shares lately, so thank y'all for doing that. You don't have to say anything, just hit share. I see it. It's great stuff. Populated more. Thank you. John, you want to talk about officers and number 4?
Can I ask a question while we still on the Facebook thing?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
John, when I go to like a picture or to share something, shares as Santa Monica Middle, not as me. How do I tried everything I know to undo that, and it won't share.
When you go to share something, you should be able to click on the image of Santa Monica Middle or the little arrow down next to it when you go to share it, and you should be able to change it back to yourself.
So I have to go on the Santa Monica Middle page and do that?
No. When you go to share something, on the top where it says Santa Monica Middle, you should be able to tap that if you're on your phone, or click it on the computer, and you should be able to change it.
Because when I go to comment, it says comment at Santa Monica Middle, but I can't find a button to change it.
Do we have time for this, or you want to do this at the end?
We can do it later. I can call you later.
Well, yeah, at the end, just don't get off, and I will show you real quick.
Okay, thank you.
All right, John, you want to talk about the officers really fast?
Okay, so we elected all the officers, and we have the Lions Club is in good standing. We have everything set up through. We did our reporting through the Secretary of State, so all that's taken care of. Once our fiscal year ends, we'll do that. Our taxes sometime in August, September-ish. It's just an easy button now. I love it. We don't have to figure out all the math. But going on. So the officers, we want to congratulate and thank you to Lion Maria, who will graciously begin serving as our first ever LCIF chairperson.
Yay, my class! I'm gonna have a connection to LCIF.
She'll be keeping us abreast of all of our global Lionism and keeping us in touch with everything that's going on in LCIF, which is the Lions Club International Foundation, which we just recently noticed that we don't actually donate to. We donate to Louisiana Vision. Is that right, Pam?
Yeah, the Vision Board, yes.
Correct, but we do not donate to Lions Club International directly at all. So something to look into or think about. But hopefully we'll be able to get that set up. We also want to get a at our next live meeting, whenever that shall be, God help us, to have a speaker from LCIF come in and basically give us a idea of what they can do for us, what we can do for them, and just get a good understanding of what LCIF does in general. I mean, we can Google it all day long, but having someone in front of us explaining everything definitely would be beneficial to all of us and anybody we see.
Maria, would you like to say anything since you?
Well, I'm happy to be part of this, and I just want to research a lot more. I tried to get on that app today, but I don't have my membership number, so I'll deal with that later. I didn't get that email. I just searched with the membership.
Okay, well, I'll resend it.
Okay, great. But no, I just started reading all the information. Pam just sent it to me last night, so hopefully, and I'd love to have a speaker come in. That would be great. So it would give me an idea more of what I could get and filter on down to the individual chapters of the Lions Club, of our chapter.
That's great. We're really excited about that, Maria, because when
me too.
When I was talking to Maria earlier, she said, I really do believe in, tell what you said about the pandemic and all the global causes.
Well, I just, for me, I always feel like we're all fellow travelers on this earth. So I just always feel like we're in this together. I don't look at it as a separate entity. So for me, I find it very interesting. And I'm looking forward to doing some research on it.
And I told her, I said, Maria, when I thought of you, it wasn't by chance. Like, I thought to myself, who in our club would like embody LCIF? And Maria's face just popped in my head. And so I said, she was like, let me think about it. And then we talked on the phone. So see, Maria, I think Floyd signed you up when you were out of town. He said, hey, here's my girlfriend's money and my money. She didn't even know she was a Lion. And now she's going to be reporting on Lions International Foundation. Just that quick. See how it works? You never know.
Yeah. No, I love it. I'm in.
I'm excited. Thank you. I'm going to run through the new business like a rabbit. Watch how fast I do this. The executive board, this is a sad thing. They met on May 16th, and they're since 1957, the Lions camp's been going on. They're not going to be able to have it this summer. Safety reasons and other reasons. It's very, very difficult. There were tears shed, but it had to be canceled. The event's on June 16th. We know that's happening, our banquet. Donaldsonville Primary lost a second student this year. So Alyssa went to our storage unit today, met there, got out the Sit Strap Save shirt. She's doing an inventory. Here's a list of faculty members in Donaldsonville. when August rolls around, I'll get the new faculty members list and sizes, and we're going to see if what we have in storage would possibly fit the right bodies with just a few possibly purchased by us if we have to purchase any, because we've been hauling those around for a few years, and we really feel like if the club votes on it, that we could donate those to Donsko's primary school to wear like on a Friday or one day a month to recognize and remember those students that were lost. And the shirt literally, I don't think I have one in here. It literally says "Sit Strap Save" to remind the kids to, buckle up when they get in the car. So the faculty would have like faculty days to wear it. John, is that something we would vote on now, or
I think we need to wait for the inventory.
Okay, Allie was working on that tonight. We can do that. I'll get y'all information on that. Roxanne, the Vision Committee. Chair, you want to speak about trying to do some club?
Well, there's no new news really.
Okay.
Just waiting for everything to get back to normal so we can start screening kids again.
Okay, and John, you spoke to LCIF possibly coming in, so we'll just stop with that right there. Charlene and I and John now are working on a yearly agenda as a membership chair. We're going to try to get a yearly agenda for everybody. But current things that are coming up, just May 30th, next Saturday, they are planning on having the cabinet meeting in Bruley at 10. The meeting will last like from 10 to 11:15ish, and then they'll have lunch. If I don't have to bring Mason to halfway to Arkansas to my sister, I plan on being in Bruley next Saturday morning. I would love to have anybody join. They did just tell me on the phone yesterday that Mr. Barney's rose that would have been presented at the state meeting at the
convention.
The name of the service for people to pass.
The convention, yeah.
Yeah, at the convention, well, they canceled the convention, so they're going to present it at the cabinet meeting. So I do hope, I remember to let Joe know they're doing that, but I do hope to go to that. If anybody would like to join me there, I would be so happy to have anybody in Bruley next Saturday at 10 to 12:30ish. July 30th, e-reading club. The expo for the Chamber of Commerce is typically in August. Crystal and Roxanne and I have worked that. I think Lion Leslie may have been, Ron Robbins been there. It's always good. It's fun. But we don't know about that yet, if they're still going to have that. And Roxanne already spoke to the Excellence Award. Is there any new business that I don't know about?
Say again, what was August? You said that's for the
expo, the Blitz. Remember we did?
Oh, right. Okay.
You know how fun that is. You get to taste all the food.
We're talking about something else. Okay, yeah. That is a good
and track down donations for the pancake breakfast and new members. Yeah.
Tables and the drinks and stuff.
You get to roll the dice and try to win the car. Yeah.
Right.
So fun. Yeah, it's a blast.
It's fun, actually.
Every teacher in Ascension Parish should go. They give you goodie bags full of pins and so much stuff. It is unbelievable. I don't know how that's really fun for teachers.
It's like all kinds of food and drinks and stuff.
Yes.
You get to go down and taste. It's nice.
Yeah, it's fantastic. All right, we can adjourn. You about no new business? Welcome aboard, Miss Maria. Well, you already know. But
Thank you.
And I did ask her if she wanted to be in the officers app, and said yes, she did. She wants to stay abreast of things because I told her, I said I don't want to drive you crazy. We really sometimes I go 2 weeks without talking, but when an event's coming up, it might be 42 in a row. Bam, 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 bam. So, John, you want to speak to the emails before we dismiss?
Yeah.
I have one thing to say. John's done too.
Okay.
Oh, Crystal, go.
Are you sure? You
go? Go for it.
I was just going to mention that Pam and I earlier were looking at the Google Drive where all the docs are saved and stuff from the events, and we're looking at a kind of a structure for how we could organize it so that would be beneficial to any and everyone that's one of the collaborators on that. So if anyone has an idea, we were kind of looking for maybe 4 or 5 domains of what every event would consist of. For instance, a media folder, what a financial folder, maybe volunteers, or, whatever that would be an easy, structure, a skeleton that we could create that we would have for each event that would remind us to document each, component of the event, and focus on each component. So maybe one of it would be, follow up. Maybe that, in the past we've discussed how, it kind of being our weakness to follow up with thank yous or whatever, so things that we, would remind us to do stuff like that. So if anybody has any idea of, right, Pam? I mean, is that okay that I'm asking?
No, that's perfect. We even looked in the Lions Club International website. They have a lot of things about ideas, but we couldn't find what we were looking for, but we didn't get to explore it.
So there's got to be some verbiage that would fall, that would apply to all of the different, activities that we have and the contributions that we make that we could use, that again, we would know right where to go for everything. Instead of saving one big media file that had media for all of the events in it, that we could do it by event, but with those components, the folders inside that would break the activity down into the components that we focus on.
So,
well, John has already, I'm pretty sure you have access to it, Crystal, but I'm not sure, you might not. But John created a whole list of folders for our club, which I found to be very, very helpful. Like there's one for meetings, one for a scholarship, there's a bunch of folders, and we could condense it or move some of that around or organize it a little bit better. But if you haven't had a chance to look at that, you might want to look at that too. That might have some of the things that you're talking about. But I do think he kind of got us organized with that last year, because I had folders and Pam had folders and John had folders. So he kind of got us organized a little bit with that, because I have a bunch of stuff on my personal computer, but now I put it all on those shared folders that he put in there. So like the minutes of all the meetings are there. The scholarship forms are all there. So as I think about things, I share them on there.
When Pam and I were looking at it earlier, there's definitely going to be like minutes and things that are just going to be, a club-wide type documentation effort. But I guess what we were looking at was more of activity-specific structure that would apply to all, across the board.
So just to clarify, I think what you're saying is, say, pancake breakfast, the potluck, each folder inside of that folder would have marketing, it would have media, it would have finance, it would have
everything about event.
I'm on
so that we wrap membership focus. Every time we do something, Charlotte would reflect on how membership could be we could find membership during that event.
Okay.
What's finance is going to look like for that event? Just that little format. I think we already do it, John. We already do it because we do it. Just capturing a format. And Crystal thought of that. I thought it was a really good idea.
Well, my phone's about to die, so.
Okay. Yeah, I'm fixing to have to go too.
I just if anybody had like some kind of ideas or whatever, just to throw them out there or email them or whatever, so we could. It was just nothing major, just to kind of help keep our focus during each event and to know where to look when we go back to plan for the next event, or while planning for the next event, that we could go back and review specifically for that initiative.
Yeah, we'll have templates and records. I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Rhonda, enjoy the beach chick.
I'll try. I'm coming home tomorrow.